Hi! Today I'm going to show you how to do an effect like this, and how to make this look like a really old picture. Now all you're going to need is your vintage image or your image, some tape, some warm water, a bone folder and some scissors. That's all you're going to need. Now then, basically all I'm going to do, in fact I won't cut it out yet, I'll pop the tape on top. Oh, don't you hate it? I hate not having any nails. Oh. Right, there we go. Right, so basically I'm just going to place this tape over my image. Okay, now you can have the tape overlapping ever so slightly, but you need to have it overlapping a little bit, because if you don't, when you wet your image it'll rip the paper, which is what it did with that one, but I quite liked the effect. So it depends on how vintage you want your image to look. Okay, so just cutting and sticking. I'm not quite meeting up at the bottom there, I'm not doing them big enough. Oh, I tell you what, I think I need a tape dispenser. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop that down to there. The other one I did the bits of tape too long, wouldn't you believe it? Anyway, so I'm just gonna get that, have a look and see. There we go, it's just about there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut out our image like so. This could be done with any image you like, you know, just the whole world's your oyster. So even if it's just a photograph of yourself that you want to pop into a scrapbook or something like that, that you want to make look shabby, then you can do. Now what I do is I get my bone folder, and you need to give it a right good burnish. Okay, so just give it a real good press. Okay, real good, a lot of pressure on there. Basically what this is doing is it's kind of transfer, it's a bit like a transfer of the image onto your tape, packing tape. Okay, so that's about right. Now all I'm going to do, get my water, it must be warm, just dip my finger in and then just slowly rub. Now you've got to be very, very gentle because you don't want to take off the whole image, and you'll feel the paper ball up underneath your finger, and you'll kind of see the image kind of popping through. If you can see here, you can see her face. Okay, so just keep going. Just keep rubbing away. It actually helps because I've got loads of mush on this flipping mat. I need to give this mat a right good clean. So just keep, like I say, you've got to be gentle though. You can't just go at it gung-ho. As you can see, the image is now beginning to pop through. If you keep going, okay, just pull some of these bits off, because remember we want it to look vintage. You don't want to pull off too much, but as you can see, that's kind of like making that look really vintage. So I'll just pop that down there. And the beauty of this is once you've kind of done this and it sort of, it goes opaque, whatever pattern paper you use is quite nice because it actually comes through the image. So no, I would just leave bits and pieces like that, but I'm not sure if you can see, but it's kind of getting more and more sort of shabby, and I don't want to use the word shabby, but you know, like vintage, like an old vintage photograph. Like you'd go up into your nana's loft and you'd find something like that. Or your grandmother, or whatever everybody calls their grandparents. Mine have all passed away, unfortunately. Right, so we're just, with the dry finger now, we're just gonna, you don't want to pull off too much. And you can really go for it if you really want to, and feel brave. Because the image transfers back onto the sellotape. You could take the whole lot off, and then what you could do is if you had like some shrink, well maybe not shrink plastic, but something like that, like some clear acetate or something like that, or like the Perspex things you can get, you could probably glue this onto that and then make some jewellery outfit or something. But as you can see, there you go, and it's sort of, just trying to think if I've got anything dark. I don't know, 'cause should have thought about this. Okay, anyway, so there you go, you can kind of see the image of the paper just there. So, and it leaves it with this lovely sort of image, like the green, it's like a patina type colour. Just gonna see how far I can go with this. There you go, look. It just creates a nice sort of, like, it looks like an old photograph now. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and please leave a comment, and I hope to see everybody, you know, if you choose to do it, show me your projects and things like that. I think it'd be so cool to see. I just think it's great because it just adds a little more texture to our projects. There you go. Have fun, keep crafting.